Okay. What you really must do, Green Group, is very much understand these 9 questions and understand how to get them accurately correct. Okay? Because if you don't, it's going to make any of those worded questions coming up just so much more difficult. So as we go down, there's worded questions here without even a diagram. Okay? It's just going to make them terribly difficult, plus these are going to be really difficult. So it's very important, Green Group, that you really, really understand how to get those 9 questions correct there. Okay? And now I'm just going to go through for a minute this one here. And just to give you an indication, Green Group, you should nearly be finished these. Okay, so if you're nearly finished, you're up to pace. If you haven't started them, you're getting yourselves behind. Remember in science, I spoke we're a little bit behind the other class, and we're a little bit behind in maths too, so it's about trying to keep pace. But certainly, I'm not about pace over understanding. We really need to understand this. Okay? So we've got a shape here that's it goes back to the composite areas that we were doing before. And if you just grab this face here, just remove it, and what you can see is you have something that looks like that. Alright? Relatively. And if we think back to how we would do the area of that, is we would draw a line across here, and straight away you would have a rectangle which looks like that, and the dimensions of that rectangle, length times width, the dimensions of that rectangle, I hope you would see, is certainly 5 centimetres. And then Holsty, what's the distance here?
15.
And how did you get 15?
Like 5, and then 5.
That's right. 5 there, 5 there, and 5 there means that this is 15 long. So he didn't get it from here. He got it from saying this is 5, so that must be 5 there. This distance here is 5, which is from there to there. So from there to there, we've got 5 plus 5 is 10. And the distance from here to here is 5, meaning 5 there, we've got 5, 10, 15. All right? So 15 times 5 gives us 75, Green Group, 75 centimetres squared, and we've got that sorted. Okay, there's 75 centimetres squared in there. To that, what do we do next? What do you think we have to do now, Beth? Yeah, good. As Beth quite correctly said, we've now got to figure out this bit here. Okay, because our total shape, remember, is this shape here. Alright, so we've got to add length times width, Nikita. What's the length and width of this? Is it 15 and 5 of this here? It's 5 and 5. 5 times 5 is 25 centimetres squared. Again, we've got to add 75 to 25, meaning it is 100 centimetres squared. This bit in here is 100 centimetres squared. Hopefully we're okay with that. That total area in there and that total face, therefore, is 100 centimetres squared. Is everyone all right with that? Am I going too fast for anyone? Okay, so if that's 100, we've got 2 of them. We've got one at the back, haven't we? So now's the time to say, I times it by 2, meaning I've got 200 centimetres squared there. I hope it was about this.
Yeah, sounds.
And then what you've got is you've done the back and you've done the front, all right? And then you've got this side here, as we go. We've got another one in behind here. and another one down in the back corner there. All right, so that's quite tricky. Monique, what's the measurement of one of those sides? So at the moment we're just looking at this one here. What's the measurement for that? 5 times 15. Excellent. One is 5 times 15. And if you have a look at yours, and maybe yours is a bit more easier to see than mine that's got a lot of drawing on it now. How many of 5 times 15 do you have?
7.
It's doing it too much, but anyway. I'm going to ask you in a minute, so make sure you're knowing what you've got an answer in your head. Holsty's yelled out 7. Might be right, might be wrong. Ash, how many do you reckon we have? What do you say, 7? Come on, point with a pen. No, that's all right. We've got 1 here. You're right. We've got 1 here. We've got 2 here. That's 15 by 5. We've got 3, 4, 5 on the inside. If you can imagine that, it's the opposite to 3. 6. And opposite to 1 in through here is 7. So we've actually got 5 times 15 times 7 of them. So it's about you visualising, which is difficult and challenging. It's about you visualising the shape. Yeah? Trent, 5 times 15 times 7, please. 5 times 15 times 7. You've done that?
Yeah.
Yep, what's that, please?
525.
525 centimetres squared is all of those faces. We've got 200 centimetres squared for this face and the back face, and we've got 525 centimetres squared there.
925.
What's the last thing we have to do there, Harry? Or are we finished?
The bottom.
The bottom, very good. What is the distance of the bottom? Oh, what are the measurements, sorry?
15.
Excellent. Length times width is 15 by 15. And that comes up to be what?
225.
225 centimetres squared. Good, Garrett. We've got to add this, okay, this 225 to this 525 to this 200. Okay?
950 centimetres squared.
950. So it's 1 plus 2 plus 3. And how do we start it off? We do TSA, total surface area. 1 plus 2 plus 3 gives us 950 centimetres squared. You can see, if you do a little error in here, or if you don't predict that that's 15 by 5, or there's 7 of these, you can see that you can become unstuck pretty easy. What makes you more unstuck is if you do not do all the working out. Okay? Obviously, you've got a better system in your book than I can do up here. Jay.
I did it all I did it all right, and then I forgot about the surface area, so I did my answer was 725 instead of 950.
Yeah. So you didn't do the bottom. That's what that was.
It's 1,140. It's times 2.
You've only got one bottom.
But there's the times 2. It's got
200.
Sorry?
I got 950.
Yep. Okay, so what will get you more unstuck, folks, is if you don't get 950 in a test and you choose not to show any of this. Like for Holsty, it's a great example. Holsty might have got this and he might have got this, but he may have forgotten this bit. He puts in 725. Well, I'd give him 2 or 3 out of 5 if he shows all the working out for those two things. But if he just puts 750 or 725 with no working out, I'm just going to have to give him 0 out of 5. So again, I'm drumming into you the importance of doing your working out. Okay? Can I explain that better for anybody, or is there anyone with any queries? No? Alright. So this triangle here is area equals half base times height. Yeah? Your base being 8 times by your height being 3. 4 times 3 equals 12. So this space here takes 12 metres squared up. You've got another one back here. So on those bits, on both ends, you've got 24 centimetres squared, yeah? Yeah, and that covers them?
Yeah.
Is it metres? Metres, sorry.
Yeah, I understand what you mean now.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought you meant it was 12 each, like, you know, there's
No.
2 triangles together.
Yeah, you could do them independent of each other, but better just do it one. So you're right now?
Yep.
Okay.
So that's done.